Hello, everyone, and welcome to our dearest guests. My name is Misha, and today I will be giving you guys a presentation about automation through AI and some of my projects like Ramvisor and others. And to get it started, let's just hear how you guys are doing today. Does anyone want to say how they're doing? Good, great. Well, it's not great? Course selection and course registration at UNC. And let's just jump straight into the problem. Meet Jimmy, freshman. He's 18. He's from Apex, North Carolina. He's not related to Drake May in any way. He just got into UNC. What will he do? It's his course registration. Well, there are some open source websites like Course Registrar's Guide for Registration, where they tell you to uh, know your Tar Heel tracker, go for course catalog, learn the Ideas in Action curriculum, go for directory of courses. Maybe from your friends, you'll discover platforms like Rate My Professor to get the best professor suited for you. Formulate your schedule before your enrollment date is due on platforms like Coursical or Classmate. Best bet would be to meet with an advisor, but the problem is all of this takes too long. Advising will take you days, if not weeks, to get an appointment. Going through all of these platforms, it is necessary to get through the learning curve, but at the same time, there's a way easier solution, and that is not as costly to the school and to students who lose their time, like advising where you need to wait, or like updating all of these systems. And that would be Ramvisor, a solution that I created, which is a one-stop shop for course registration, advising, and quick answers to your questions. On Ramvisor AI, you can get easy advising questions answered in seconds, figure out who to reach out to about your problems, find interesting classes based on your needs, get personalized class search to be on top of your requirement fulfillment. So, in this case, our young Jimmy asked Ramvisor about what he would do if he would get into business school. Maybe he's a pre-admit, and he is such a cool pre-admit that he already can take business school classes, which normally you cannot do until your sophomore spring. And it tells you all about it. And it is just an easy way to go through all of this, put it in generative AI, large language model, and have it generate the closest answer to your question based on the years of learning it did, instead of waiting for days for your answer to maybe be answered, for your question to maybe even be answered, because you never know. When I went to UNC advising, I had to sit there for 40 minutes and go through course catalog with my advisor. That was a waste of time, and I did not even get my class. I did not even get my answer. I did not even get my question answered. I need to sleep. So this is what it looks like. It's our website and our chatbot. Not going to spend much time here. Let's jump into our product differentiation. Compared to UNC advising, of course, we're not as good and not as practical. And even comparing to tools that focus on one or two things. Because Ramvisor, it's a lot of things at the same time, just like ChatGPT is a lot of things at the same time. And if you're going to ask it to write your essay, it's probably going to be a B plus-ish. However, it offers high user engagement and variable rewards for user, as well as a very broad spectrum of answers and solutions that it can provide. If we jump into our market size and current reach, we're at 275 students currently, and we recently started on our Instagram and have more than 8 posts there, totaling at about 3,000 views. We had a post be upvoted first on Yik Yak with 700 upvotes, and our plan is to get integrated with school platforms. We're currently working with UNC Advising and Registrar's Office on making a minimal viable product that would be on advisory website, and Registrar would provide us data of what classes are currently open or closed. And with that kind of reach and information, we were planning to get to the curve of 2,000 students by the time registration for fall 2024 rolls around. And for spring 2024, we have even grander plans where we plan to have all of UNC's freshmen and sophomore, which is more than 10,000 students. As well as that, we plan to create solutions for Wake, like Wake AI or Wake Trail, or Duke, uh, which I call Devil AI or Devil's Aid, or NC State, which we all hate, and Duke we hate. I don't know why I'm saying this. And the solution I called PackPath. A finalized product would look something like this, where a ChatGPT large language model or any other large language model that would be suitable would take care of all solutions for UNC as a business, not as an educational institution. Like areas like staff training, personalized learning, advising, data analysis, reports and transcripts, chatbots, analytics, personalization, automation, all of this can be handled and automated at UNC, and low effort is being made so far to do so. And I hope Ramvisor will streamline it. But let's talk about generative AI boom right now. And let's not focus on Ramvisor that is currently at -2 Hydro Flasks after we did a raffle and gave those away. Let's look at the valuations. OpenAI, $90 billion. Like, that's so much money. And it was like 20 or 10 last year. They're growing exponentially. They're basically Microsoft. They're still trying to catch Google. But what is the main takeaway from generative AI overall? And I think that takeaway comes from an interview that OpenAI CEO did with Bloomberg 2 months ago, where he talked about what our kids should learn and study. And honestly, it applies to everybody, what adults should study. He talked about resilience, adaptability, high rate of learning, but most of all, he talked about familiarity with current tools. And I don't think 99% of UNC student body is familiar with the tools that are in their hands. Recently, I taught this class on how to build a chatbot for no-code platforms. Well, guess what? OpenAI just came up with an update. Now you can build chatbots. Now you can build OpenAI agents within ChatGPT. It's changing every single day, and I don't think everyone is familiar. And even in my mom's job, they're teaching 40-year-old adults how to use ChatGPT because it's just so much better than the other current tools. So let's get into some of the spheres where large language models automations are used, and how did I leverage that. So as we get to this slide, let's start from left to right. One of the areas that is influenced by that, I will have to cut that out. For a company called Total Football Analytics, we're developing a solution that is going to analyze a lot of data and text and create meta reports or text or image to text analysis of charts and graphs. And I forgot to mention, the company itself does soccer analytics, produces graphs and charts of very high quality, and scouting reports on players. Third thing on our list is Laxel Automation Agency. This is an automation agency that me and my 2 other partners created, and we actually launched the website yesterday. We're providing custom AI implementation services, and basically are reaching out to small and big businesses on ways to collaborate and build products for them. A project I was doing for this class, and I'm still doing it, as a design sprint. AI Schedule Architect is an AI-based schedule planning tool. We're using data from Harvard University, from books of Cal Newport on time blocking and being efficient, from different podcasts, and putting all of that into one chatbot to analyze your messages and give you the best possible answer to your prompt on schedule building and analytics of how to use your time better. And lastly, but not leastly, if you can say that, medical sphere and AI. That's been a big roar recently, and we even talked about it in class a lot. Well, let's think about the solution that could be created. A business reached out to me about their new product. They're creating a platform for doctors on getting advice with hard cases in patients, and they asked me to create them an MVP of a chatbot. And that is just exactly what I did. I fed it information, 50s and hundreds of pages of different studies and medical records, so that medical assistants or workers can use that data to execute their job even better. And that would be it for me. Thank you. If you have any questions, ask it out. Scan the QR code for Ramvisor. Um, and definitely check out all of the links that I put on this slide. Laxel AI, Ramvisor, my personal website. Thank you for your attention. Good night.